Yes, so it's another session on that Azure certifications MCQs for the 10 minutes strategy on a day. And we have come with a new hiring alert as well. As our previous sessions, we discussed the profiles of that alert and the experience, eligibility, and skills, and the expected salary as well. Okay, so let's continue on that hiring alert section only so that you can have all the details and the comments they have mentioned for this hiring alert. Okay, so the profile we have for software developer trainee, although it's a trainee profile, but it's a full-time opportunity. And the experience they have expected for 0 years means the freshers are good to apply for this. Eligibility, any bachelor degree holder in the computer science or in the related field can do apply means BCA and BSc computer science students are also eligible for this. Skill sets, as it's a software developer, so they have asked for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, MySQL, and any cloud knowledge like will be uh, more beneficial or more will give some extra credit to that candidate. Expected salary, if we discuss, so they have not officially disclosed this, and on our research as well, like we didn't find any particular number for this, so we didn't have mentioned this. Yeah, so it's a good opportunity to grab. Get your link from down there and do apply, and do as soon as possible because soon you will apply that soon you will your process will start for that getting hiring. Okay. Let's continue over that Azure certifications sessions. Uh, in our like 10 minutes strategy, we discussed the MCQs or the sample questions you can expect in your certification exams. So in each sessions we discuss this, and following our session in your like 10 days only you can clear your examination and get your certificate. Okay, let's continue on then the questions. Okay, the very first is the question requires that you evaluate the underlying text to determine if it is correct. So resource group provides organization with the ability to manage the compliance of Azure resource across multiple subscriptions. So which is the like resource group which provides this property? So it's management group only which provide the compliance of Azure resources across multiple subscriptions. Another one is the company has several departments. All the Azure resources used by each department will be managed by a department administrator. So what are the two possible techniques to segment Azure for the departments? Each correct answer will present a complete solutions. So we have two which is matching with this criteria. One, we having multiple subscription there. Another is having multiple resource group. Okay, the another one is we have some statement written out there and you need to mark them as yes or true, yes or no. The first is a single Microsoft account can be used to manage multiple Azure subscriptions. Yeah, it's true. We can manage multiple Azure subscription using a single Microsoft account only. Another is two Azure subscriptions can be merged into a single subscriptions. No, you cannot do that. Another is a company can use resources from multiple subscriptions. Yeah, it's true. We can do. Another is you have several virtual machines in Azure subscription. You can create a new subscription. So what will be like you will be able to do in that. So the only thing from the listed you can do is the virtual machine can be moved to the new subscription. So if you want, you can move your existing virtual machines to the new subscription. Another. You plan to implement a solution that enables the client computers on your own premise network to communicate to the Azure virtual machines. Means you are connecting your own premise infrastructure to that Azure virtual machines. So what will be your recommendations or using solutions? So your a virtual network gateway and a gateway with subnet can be used to do achieve or this scenario. Another. You attempt to create several managed Microsoft SQL Server instances in Azure environment and receive a message that you must increase your Azure subscriptions limits. So what should you do to increase the limit? Creating a new support request will be the way for increasing that your Azure subscription limits. Another, we have statements and we need to mark them as yes or no according to their uh, validation. Or the statements are each Azure subscription can contain multiple Azure administrators. No, uh, one subscription can have only one account administrator. Another is each Azure subscription can be managed by using a Microsoft account only. No. An Azure resource group contain multiple Azure subscriptions. No. Other. These are the statements again, and we need to mark them as yes or no. Statements are availability zones can be implemented in Azure, all Azure regions. No, all Azure regions are not eligible or now not offering this property. Another is only virtual machines that run Windows Server can be created in availability zones. No, availability zones are used to replicate data applications to multiple regions. No. Another, you plan to create a Azure virtual machine. You need to identify which storage service must be used to store the unmanaged data disk of the virtual machines. What should you identify to answer? Select the appropriate service in the area. So the service we can use will be the containers, which will be store that unmanaged data disk or the virtual machines. Another, the company compliance policy states that a server named fine server must be on a separate network segment. You are evaluating with Azure services can be used to meet which Azure service can be used to meet the compliance policy requirement, and which Azure solution should you recommend. So it will be only our virtual network for fine server and another virtual network for all other servers. This will be good to filling all the requirements there. Yeah, so we have this hiring alert in each our sessions, so you can check our all content and do apply for the similar you are looking for the one you are thinking this is good for that is good for you. Yeah, thank you, and don't forget to follow us. Thank you.